Would you like to know the only secret you need to know to improving your golf swing? The secret is in your trail hand grip. Your trail hand grip is responsible for all the characteristics and the shape of your entire golf swing. If you ever watch golf on TV, you're going to notice a variety of different placements for the trail hand. Some players have their hand slightly more on the top of the grip, like Rory McIlroy. Some will have their hand more on the side of the grip, like Tiger Woods. And some are going to be more on the bottom, like Zach Johnson. Lucky for you, I have developed a simple trail hand grip test that will determine the exact placement of your trail hand in under 1 minute. If you'd like to unlock your golf game now, simply click the link in my description below for your free grip test. I'm Ashley Knoll, aka the Grip Queen. Once you know the exact placement of your trail hand, we can then build your swing, all the characteristics and the shape step by step. And then you'll be on your way to the best golf of your life. Before we get into that, I'm going to share with you how to place your lead hand on the club. The simplest way to place your lead hand on the club is to find the corner of your palm with your heel pad, and there should be a little bone there that's kind of rounded. Once you find that bone or the corner of your heel pad, all you have to do is locate the center of your grip. A lot of grips will have logos, some will have lines, some will have little tick marks, some will have writing on it. Mine says Golf Pride, but I have also put a piece of tape here to show you exactly where the center of the grip is. So all we have to do to get our lead hand on correct is line up that bone with the center of the grip right on the top, line it up, wrap the fingers around. An extremely simple test to know you've done this correct is to release your thumb and your pointer finger. If you can easily bounce the club up and down, feeling that bone pushing downward onto the top of the grip, then you know you've got it on there correct. Your lead hand is extremely important because it is responsible for control, hinge, and impact. The biggest mistake I see is people will place their heel pad and that bone more on the side or on the bottom, and that's going to cause an open face and bad angles at impact, more of a scooping action. So if you don't get this one on there correctly, you're never going to hit good golf shots. So let's get that on there correctly. Now let's learn how our trail hand placement affects the shape of the swing. This is the secret, guys. Okay, so we have options for our trail hand. Our lead hand, let's get it on there solid. Let's get it ready for impact and control. Your trail hand, thinking of it like a dial. So the placement of your trail hand could be 1, 2, or 3. Now with turning a dial, you have some in between. So you have 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, or 3. So your hand's gonna be somewhere on that dial. Another way to think of it is having your hand on the top, the side, or the bottom. If you start watching golf on TV, you're gonna notice players like Rory McIlroy has his hand on the top. Tiger Woods has it on the side. You've got players like Zach Johnson who has it more under, on the bottom, closer to that number 3 position. So once you take the test, you're going to know exactly what number you are. For me, I'm a 1.5. That's where I have the most stability in my hand, and that's the grip that allows me to keep my club face traveling back and forth without a whole lot of change. If I start to go to that number 3 position and I let my club swing, the club face always flaps in a closing position. So it starts working itself too closed. If I have it too far on top, it starts to scoop and kind of flip towards the open position. But once I have it at a 1.5 and I swing back and through, there's literally no change. I have stability, and it's the easiest way for me to get a square club face back at impact. All right, now let's talk about how the shape and the characteristics are affected by the hand placement. So simply put, it's all about the starting angle. So if your hand starts at a 1 and your arm should match, that's the main goal. Once you find the grip that you should have, your arm has to match. That is key. So if you're a 1, the arm, the 1 or 1.5, the tip of the elbow is going to be facing towards the camera. If you're a 2, the tip of the elbow is going to be facing towards the ground. See how my arm is moving with the grip? If you're a 3, now the tip of the elbow, or 2.5, is going to be facing towards the target. So when we do this, I like to demonstrate the grip from an open hand position so you can really see how it affects. So if you have your hand at a 1 or 1.5, arm matches, and you just start to hinge, that's going to hinge the club like so. If you have it at a 2 and you just simply hinge, that's going to send the club on this path. If you have it at a 3 and you simply hinge, it's going to bring it around like so. 3 different shapes, 3 different characteristics. So open-handed practice swings is a great way to learn the shape of your swing. So let's do some half swings back, halfway through. I'm at a 1, I'm keeping it at a 1 on the top, 1 on the top, 1 on the top. So if you can get consistent with that, then your takeaway is going to match your grip. Now number 2, set it at a 2, right on the side, leave it open-handed, swing it on back. You're going to notice that now the club head is more in line with my hands. 1 is going to bring the club slightly a little bit outside the hands. And 3, if we go to 3 and we hinge, that's going to bring the club slightly inside the hands. So 3 different takeaways. They're very subtle, but they are slightly different. Now if we take it on further to the full swing, doing the same demonstration open-handed, and I just swing back, that open hand is going to predict where the club goes. Now the club is slightly more vertical here at a 1. If I go to a 2, it's a little bit more tilted because the hand predicts where it's going. Now 3, swing it on back, a little bit even more tilted. So those hand placements determine the shape of the swing. You continue watching video after video. We're going to develop your swing step by step, but it starts with a good grip, and the only grip that is good and right for you is the one that you test to be. You don't want to try and be someone else who you're not. And that's why the pros have made it on tour, and they have stayed on tour because they're not guessing at their grip. They have found the grip that works for them and creates consistency. A very simple way for you to start gaining the consistency is just to make some swings from hip to hip with the open hand. So open hand at a 1, just swing back and through. If that's the grip you tested for. If you tested to be a 2, go ahead and place your hand right on the side and just swing back and through, keeping it at a 2. Now if you're a 3, placing it on the bottom and swinging back and through, keeping it at a 3 the whole time. That's how you're going to start to develop a consistent swing that's right for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, like, subscribe, comment, and I can't wait to see how you improve your game from here.